So how many hours sleep did you and your neurodiverse child have last night? I think I managed about 5 or so hours of interrupted sleep. I remember not so long ago when my son stayed awake for just under 24 hours. My eyes were stinging me from the lack of sleep and also from the crying. My son wanted to jump on his indoor trampoline, he wanted to watch TV, he wanted to eat his one food item that he's surviving off, anything, absolutely anything but sleep. This resulted in me not being able to go to work and him also having another day off nursery school. He just would not be able to function if I sent him into nursery. I recall that the evenings were a battle zone which caused me immense anxiety. So today I'm just sharing sort of gentle, practical strategies designed especially for your neurodiverse child that can help everyone get the rest that they need. And you don't have to lose your mind doing so either. Now, I understand that many neurodiverse children face unique challenges around sleep. There's sensory sensitivities, heightened anxiety, the differences in the melatonin production or functioning delays, and that can all play their part. This means that typical sleep training advice often misses the mark and can even increase stress for your child and for yourself. Trust me, I've tried the recommended advice given by the specialist. I've attended courses, I've written in sleep diaries. Nothing seemed to help my son. So let me share my experience with you. And I caveat to say, you may need to make suitable adjustments for your own child. It is really just trial and error. Now, some strategies that I used for sleep success is sensory friendly sleep environment, creating that for your child. So have you got blackout curtains? Use bedding that's soft and breathable. My son really benefited from weighted blankets, for that calming pressure. But obviously with weighted blankets, you need to check that it's suitable for your child, their age, their weight, etc. How about introducing gentle, consistent white noise or nature sounds to mask disruptive noises? Remove or cover up any sort of sensory triggers, like tags on their pajamas, clocks ticking, anything like that. You might want to also think about sort of predictable and visual nighttime routines. So how about sort of creating a visual schedules with pictures showing each step for bedtime? Bath, pajamas, brushing teeth, story time, light out. Just go through that schedule with your child and see whether that helps. Or maybe use timers or countdown apps that help your child see exactly how long until bedtime, hence reducing anxiety about that transition. You could possibly look at introducing calming activities for your child before bed, like stretching, breathing exercises, or the use of a sensory toy. Whatever you do, keep the routine consistent but flexible enough to adjust if something just isn't working on a given night. You could also try and validate your child's feelings first. For example, you could say, I know it's hard to stop playing, but we need to get ready for bed. I always find simplifying language preferable. Some of you may know that my child is non-speaking, so anything that I do want to say, I have to strip that all the way back and just use key words so he can understand. And I don't just say it once, I have to say it over and over and over again. You might want to think about offering choices, just to avoid that power struggle. So you may want to get out a couple of different sets of pajamas and offer a blue one or a red one or a green one and see which one they will actually pick and just make bedtime fun. You also might just want to lower your tones, sort of use soothing tones rather than raising your voice. And just give your child time to process the transitions using gentle reminders rather than demands. You might want to look at sort of communication tools like social stories, explaining bedtime and what to expect, especially if your child thrives off routine and benefits from clear, concise instructions. You may also want to use PECS, known as Picture Exchange Communication Systems, or an app if your child is experiencing verbal challenges. Even now, when my son shows non-verbal cues, when he's ready for bed, I act on them. I don't wait until he's at a point where he's having a meltdown and I'm losing control of that moment. This may sound sort of, dramatic, but my life revolves around my son's bedtime. He is priority. There's no visitors, and if I do have visitors when I'm leading up to that time that I know he's going to start getting miserable and grumpy, I'm sorry, but they just have to leave. And actually, when I explain to them, they will leave without any issue. My phone's on do not disturb. I don't have any calls, I don't have any messages. There's just no interruptions whatsoever. Routine is key and it works. And I have to remember that if I deviate away from this or change the time, I just have to expect a major meltdown. Remember, if your child resists, just respond calmly without escalating tension and just keep going. Repeat the routine over and over and over again. Say things repeatedly. Repetition is key. Your child will understand eventually. If the sleep struggles feel overwhelming and you want tailored ideas that fit your child's unique neurodiverse needs, book a call with me by clicking in the link in the description below, and we can explore your situation and see if I'm the right support for your family. I found that my stress and my emotions directly affected my child's ability to settle. And finding moments for my own calm really helped. But also remember to ask for help, as this is a sign of strength and not failure. There's only so much that you can do on your own, and there's also a video on my channel about just being a parent and not a professional. You may want to have a look at that too. Now, for families that need ongoing support and a personalised support navigating sleep and other challenges, my program offers tailored tools designed with neurodiversity in mind. Feel free to reach out for a no pressure conversation with me anytime.